Where are we with identifying potential fiduciaries in that with this?
My understanding, and I'm speaking on behalf of Ms. Sparks Green, again, unfortunately she's unable to be here this evening, but my understanding is that she has talked to a couple of potential fiduciaries, which I believe I understand that she's already had a conversation with you directly about that, or been in communication with you about that.
Yes, there was pending information, that's what I'm trying to get
Right.
understand now.
Right, so that's what I know is that she has been talking to those fiduciaries that were mentioned. From that, I don't know if there's an agreement in place or nothing, I don't know.
And do you know who those fiduciaries are that she's been speaking with?
Whomever you mentioned, she just said she's been talking to whoever you had mentioned.
Okay.
As a idea of a potential fiduciary.
Okay, so to be transparent.
Sure.
Is what I want to be and make sure that
I haven't spoken to them, so I can't speak to I haven't had no conversations with them. I'm just standing in and I got a text message from her today.
I mentioned to Ms. Sparks Green that it might be conducive to the program to look at adding WIOA as a potential support sponsor or fiduciary for this offering. They could provide potential fiduciary responsibilities as such, and there might be some additional supports that they could lend. So I sort of pointed her in that direction, and I'd also stated she may want to get in contact with Mott College and their workforce.
I know Mott College was mentioned at some
Okay.
point. I do know that, yes.
I wanted to know if we were any further along with identifying who may be the fiduciary for the program at ours, but we're not any.
I know there's only been a conversation to a couple of different ones, but nothing is set in stone because, again, nobody's going to agree to do something that's not been approved by council, which is unfortunate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there any other discussion? On the first one, go ahead, Mrs. Clay.
Not only a fiduciary, but I want to know who the recipient organizations are. Fiduciary hasn't been established, the recipient organizations certainly haven't been established. Is that a correct statement, Mr. Mayor?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
I said, if the fiduciary hasn't been identified, then the recipient organizations certainly haven't been identified. Is that a correct statement?
Yeah, that's not standard practice that I'm aware of, that we would identify the potential recipients before the council would agree on the funding.
Well,
I know we do in grant applications, we have sub-recipients.
so why would this be any different?
Because a sub-recipient is applying to a grant, where a team applying for a grant of the federal government, where a team applying for a grant, they're going to be a sub-recipient on that project. Here it's a bit different, and the money's a lot more involved. There's a process that takes maybe 6 months to be able to apply for that, and it's part of the requirements from the federal government that we have sub-recipients on the grant.
Well, this is ARPA money, so this is ARPA.
Right.
This is ARPA money, so this should be even more of.
Right, but with the ARPA money, all due respect, ARPA money, the city council identified the buckets originally, and that's why people applied for it. There is no bucket here for anyone to apply for it. The 324,000 hasn't been approved, so no one's applying for anything.
And it's not on the ARPA budget as well.
But it doesn't exist.
But wait a minute now.
It doesn't, you haven't approved it, so it doesn't exist. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I don't.
Until you approve it, it doesn't, it's nothing.
He said it again.
So, I hear what you're saying.
Right.
I do. But once we approve this without recipients, then the mayor's cherry picks his organizations and his friends, and that's who the money goes to.
Ooh, right on.
Or do quid pro quos, that's who the money goes to.
I'm not here to speak about the mayor. I'm here in my capacity, and I was called up to speak. It's unfair that you would get political with me like that. All I'm saying is the money doesn't exist. So, it's because you haven't approved it. Once you approve it, then we can identify potential recipients.
Yeah, I'm not going to, thank you. I'm not going to approve it to then find out after the fact that my vote was used to pay off friends and family members.
Right on. That's why we stand with Dennis. Now I gotta hold my thing. Right on. I clapped, bro. Forget it. I'm good. I can just hold it.
Is there any other discussion in the first round? Any other discussion? Go ahead.
Thank you. So seeing that we had a lot of young people take advantage of this last year and being able to interact with them last year as they worked at various sites, it's very disheartening because school is about to be out and organizations don't want to be bothered with the fixed terms. They're doing the good work already. A lot of us have worked with this hand in hand. A lot of us have seen the great things that they're doing. So while they're out here working with the youth, they don't have time to sit here and waste time trying to apply for something that people are going to shoot down because of false proclaimed agendas.
How you know
Unless you can prove, everything is about what you can prove. If you can prove that the mayor is doing this for friends and family, bring this before this body. Bring it. Right, so I believe that I just want my seconds back.
Go ahead. Make it 4 minutes.
law for the layman. We got all that proof.
Sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And so, unless you can bring this before this body, we will not have accusations like this. I'll give you a great example. Just like the monkey word. Just like someone flinching at you. Just like.
Order.
She's speaking to motives about.
I'm not speaking to motives.
I have the floor.
How is this germane? How is this germane, Madam Chair?
One, she's not being germane. Number two, she's speaking to motives that did not happen. So we need to
Slander.
correct her.
Thank you. So my point is, everything that I just said can be pulled up on videotape, just like St. Mark pastor admitting that he feeds people outside of the city of Flint. How do you do the money? So everything that I'm saying,
She's not being germane. St. Mark has nothing to do with this. But her calling people bitches is a true fact.
Whoa. Get him, Tanya.
And again, we have colleagues that threaten us with her attendance, continuing to lie. And so the point is, pull out the film, where's the footage? We have the footage for everything that we're talking about. We get up out of our seats when we're caught up and we don't have anything else to say. The point is, we cannot make those false allegations on anyone, the mayor included, unless you have the proof. So if you don't have proof coming from our elected seats, and we're quick to talk about the rubber rule that speaks about speaking to motives, don't do it. Because you're speaking to motives and you don't know. He's not on this body, but he still is the mayor. And if you can't provide us, just like you will provide me with the point of information that I politely asked, don't speak things that are not true. Do not speak mistruth, knowing that they're not true. Just like she didn't tell you not to go separate everything. Just like you said we called you monkey in the middle. Let's go ahead and stick to things that we can prove. And what we can prove is that the summer youth program has benefited so many youth in this city that we had just as many, we turned away just as many as we accepted. I went to a listening session at Southwestern Academy. And every single youth said they wanted a youth job. We can sit up here and talk, and a lot of us don't even go into the schools. We talk about it, but we don't go into there. A lot of us were in there, and those that aren't there, those young people said that they want youth jobs. They do. So if we are, and they're residents of the city, so if we are supposed to be, let me stop my time.
I'm hearing all kinds of yelling out, and I'm gonna start issuing more warnings. So I'm asking you, please, to allow us to conduct our business. Thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you, because this conduct will not be accepted at the Board of Commissioners, they will not do it, so we need to set a precedent that you will not and cannot do that here. But my point is,
I wanna go to the
the youth
commissioners
spoke
right
out
now.
and said with their voices, we want youth jobs. The people on the north end, and our truck people all over the city want youth jobs. But I know on behalf of the Second Ward, they called me and they told me, I have monthly meetings, and I hear directly from the Second Ward. And they said they want their neighbors, they want their grandkids, children, nieces, and nephews with youth jobs. For us to keep stalling this is preposterous, and it makes no sense. And we're doing the residents a disservice. So as we sit up here and laugh and giggle and think this cute and do this for click, likes, and shares, I'm doing this for the people that I vowed to do this for. Otherwise, I can do something else. But since I'm here, since I'm here,
Please stop the time.
The young lady with the blonde hair, the security yelled out. I believe Miss Claire McQueen also yelled out.
Yeah, and I've been watching her, and next time, she will get a warning. Go ahead.
I mean, this is just unfortunate. We got grown people acting like kids when we're trying to talk about youth jobs. Now, don't say you care about the youth when you clap and you support this kind of foolishness. Shame on every single one of you that voted against youth jobs. Shame on every single one of you that are carrying on acting. I mean, now we see why a lot of the kids act the way they do. What an example we have. So we are looking forward to the colleagues just doing what they do. But youth will have jobs this summer.
Don't shame Councilman Dennis for wanting accountability.
Your warning is your second warning. You are
Yeah.
removed from this meeting.
Oh, is this under threat of arrest? I've been waiting for this, is it?
You are removed from this meeting.
You're telling me that I'm removed from this meeting? I'm forced to go?
Yes.
Is this under threat of arrest?
Point of order.
This is a First Amendment protected activity. We have a right to redress grievances to the government.
It states that
I'm not. I will politely refuse to leave, sir. I'm not. Unless it's under threat of arrest. If it's under threat of arrest, this is under threat of arrest right now. What's your name and badge number?
And will be subject for arrest.
Officer Metcalf? Alrighty, outstanding. I'm being asked to leave under threat of arrest. Got what we wanted. Good deal. Don't even need to touch me. Them are the questions you guys ask. I'll have this posted later. Good deal. Got him.
Thank you.
Good times.
Is there any other discussion on this?
What's up, gents?
Just keep it down, okay?
Yeah, fine. Yeah, not a problem. I got what I wanted, sir. Got exactly how I wanted it too. Oh, he just got cooked. He said under threat of arrest on camera. Watch this. Oh boy. It's not a good move. And I don't. Yeah, and that guy. Yeah, Medicap. And the other officers, yes, he did. And the other officers that I like, they did not touch me. They didn't say a word, so they're innocent. Fucking great.
Then you make me move out of the doorway? Because they made me move out of the doorway and I wasn't even here. The chief of police was here.
Because then they can come ask me again. That's going to cost them his job. I don't even care about money.
So last year we did have the names of the organizations. This year we don't, and that is a problem for me. I would like to see who is giving money to.
So you know you can have that game?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Well, actually, this one I can't.
No.
But this is perfect. Because he. Fuck.